back in. That's mainly where the stones and trying to dig up more sediment. And at least one of the dam. I'm using some of it for the backside, so I'll let the water out. So I'm gonna just use this pipe for the down. The rest of the dam, and then I'd like to. The pipe is struggling, and the water. Kind of going into the little tire mark, so I'm gonna use that. Thunderstorm last night. I'm gonna go check the creek dams and see if they held up, see what they look like, and hopefully they held up and we'll have a lot of water in there, but I don't know. They weren't really complete, so I don't know how well they'll hold up. But I'm gonna check on the creek dams. We got a decent amount of rain, and then we'll have another couple more days of rain, and so we'll see. I really don't know what to expect. I'm excited though to see how these dams hold up and see how much water we can hold in the little ponds. So I'm walking over to the creek. The creek is down this way. So we'll see what it's looking like. Hopefully they're holding up strong and I'll build onto them. One of them I had to chip the side of the first one so that the water can overflow out the side a little bit. I should have did that better, but I'm hoping it just overflows out the side of the dam and it doesn't damage it or wash it away or anything. So here's the creek. Let's see. Okay, let's see the waters. Seems alright. I hear the water flowing, but it doesn't look filled. I don't know if it's coming out the back or not. No. Shocked. It really doesn't look much higher than it was yesterday, I don't think. I'm not sure. How much was it? I guess it is probably higher. It's hard to tell. It's always hard to tell how much higher the water is, but I guess it is close to the top. So that's the first dam. It's looking good. I don't know if you can hear the water. So yeah, so we've got this dam here. This is where I chipped the dam a little bit so the water can hopefully overflow. If it fills up, it'll fill up here. This is the lowest point, and hopefully overflow out the dam. But I'm gonna try to work on it some more today so that it can just hold the water, so we don't have to waste any water. No water will flow out. Yeah, I don't know. It's odd. I actually thought it would be higher. But yeah. So I'm gonna check on the other dam. We'll go check on this second dam. So we'll see what this one's looking like. You can hear the water flowing. So where the water's at right now too, it'll fill up more over time. So that's where this is at right now. So I think it's filled up a little bit. It's a lot of water flowing in there. Yeah. All that water flows out. So that's what it looks like now. There's a lot of sediment and debris in it. So here goes the dam. The dam is looking sturdy. And so it's got some it didn't really fill up too much, but it's a little bit more water. I see that spot is underwater now. So it maybe went up a few inches. I don't know, maybe 3 to 6 inches. Probably more like 3 or 4 inches. But yeah, it's more water. It still makes a difference. So I've come back in the area where I cut the dam. The water is overflowing out. It's a lot of water. So I'm gonna see if I can patch it up. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe get the water to flow somewhere else. We'll see. I don't know. Okay, so I got it temporarily patched up for now. There's a lot of water flowing. So you see the backside. I never finished the backside of the dam, so I had a feeling it would probably leak out, but I wanted to at least start on the other dam so that that could hold water while it rained. So today I'm gonna try to fill this in and then fill in the backside of this dam. And if I have time, I'm gonna try to build up the other dam too, because it's a lot of water coming in right now. I realized that it took a little while since the rain was kind of recent. It rained this morning at like 7 and 8 a.m. It rained about maybe an hour or two on and off. But it rained early this morning and I came out. It was probably about 8 when I looked at the dams to check them. And so it took a while for all the runoff to make its way down to the creek. So now the water is flowing a lot faster. It's a lot more water coming in, and I'll show the other dam. It's a lot of water on the other side now. So see if I can patch this up. I got to figure out where to get the rest of the dirt. I'm gonna probably try to start digging on this side because I need to fill in a lot on this back end, because that's mainly where the weak point is. And then I might put a pipe through here so I can direct the water better, so that it doesn't overflow and it washes out because it's so sandy. If I put a pipe, I can direct the water out. I'm just not sure if the pipe will be big enough when we get a heavy rain, but it'll be better than nothing, I think. So I got it temporarily patched up. I'm gonna head to the other side where the other dam is. It's held up pretty well. It's holding water. I like the stone dam a lot better. It looks a lot better. We got some mullein too growing. Mullein sprouting up. So I'm keeping an eye out on those. I was gonna plant some mullein seeds around the land, but I'm noticing mullein already here. But I still might plant some more. So on the other side, the other creek, we got like a double creek. They run parallel. This is filling up on this side. So you can see it. That's what it looks like now. It's coming up the dam. And so the water is filling up. You see how much water is flowing now. It's pretty loud out here. So it's filling up pretty quick. That's why I wanted to work on these dams, because we'd be missing out on a lot of water if I didn't. So this dam is holding up pretty good. See what that looks like. It's got the stones in it, so I'm interested in seeing if it leaks through the stones or if the stones will hold the sediment in place. The other one wash away, but we'll see. This one will wash too if it overflows the same way. I need to put like a little pipe in both of them. But yeah. So the water is filling in. And so a lot of water coming in through there. I'm gonna be pretty much breaking up stones and trying to dig up more sediment to fill in here. I wanted to get this pretty high up, but if I can at least get it to a decent height for now, I'll be happy with that. But I'm working on the other dam first because it's already breached the dam. And so I got a poly pipe by the house. I'm gonna try to use that. So I think it's maybe 2 or 3 inches. So yeah, everything is so time sensitive. We gotta always try to get stuff done before nature. Try to work with nature. But, yeah. So the other dam is down here. Eventually I'll clear this area. So I got to fill this in and mainly build up the back side of it. So this is a pipe we got out here. I'm gonna see if I can use this in the dam. If I can cut it. This in decent enough shape. It's a little damaged, but it's got to be at least, I don't know, maybe 3-inch pipe. And so we'll use this in at least one of the dams. I'm gonna see if I can cut it to where I can use it in both the dams. But I don't know if I'll have a long enough piece because I have to cut the ends off. And, but I'm thinking if I can get it to the dam, I don't know, I'm gonna try to use this for both dams to help with the overflow. So any water that overflows can go through this pipe instead of damaging the dam. Yeah. So you can see how filled up it is now. It's a good amount of water in there. I've been working on the dam. There's a couple of snakes over there. They looked harmless, but I'm not too sure what kind of snakes they are. I'm gonna look them up, see what kind they are. They look like maybe garden snakes or something, but yeah. So it's creating a little ecosystem. And so the snakes are definitely out now. It's April now. It's warmed up. Look at that. That's pretty cool. It's a good sized pond. So both of them are filling up right now. The other one's filling up. This one's filled up. This one's almost where it needs to be. I'm gonna get it a little taller, and the backside is gonna be a lot because I'm gonna need a lot of dirt for the backside. So it's gonna take a while, but just holding for now. But there's a snake on the dam, and there's a snake in the water next to the dam. I think I shoveled the snake onto the dam. I was digging, and I think it was in the dirt that I shoveled. But anyway, I've opened up this side. I've been digging on the side of the banks on this right side over here to use that dirt for the dam. So it's widened it a little bit more, which is nice. And then I cleared. It was hail, but this whole side was a bunch of thorns and vines, and I cleared all that out using the little shears. And so that's all cleared out. So now I can dig along the bank, and I'm gonna use that dirt. I'm using some of it for the backside and some of it for the top of the dam. So it's almost at the height it needs to be. The water level is almost where I want it to be at. I decided exactly. I kind of want it to be about right there at that rock. So I'm gonna let this get fully submerged, and then that should be good. And that's where I want it to be at, where that rock is fully submerged underwater, and it'll be filled. And then I'm gonna have the pipe at the top of the dam so that the overflow can hopefully go through the pipe. Hopefully the pipe will work. If the size is large enough, it'll flow. But we'll see. So far it's worked out so far, so I like it. It's really cool to see how you can have an impact like this just from doing something like a dam. So I'm gonna keep doing things like this around the land and try to improve the ecosystem. This water will hopefully like recharge the groundwater underneath, and then it'll also be just stored water for us to use for irrigation. It also creates habitat for just different animals. It's a water source, and we plan to raise fish in here. So it'll be a lot. The creek will be pretty much our life source for a lot of stuff. I plan on having berry bushes and maybe fruit trees planted along the creek in different areas as I clear the edges of the creek. I'm gonna plant different things. I might even try to have some different gardens out here if I open up certain areas. So now I've started working on the other side of the creek over there. So I cleared all that brush. You can see the pile. There's a bunch of vines, briars, thorns and stuff. Cleared all that out. So I'm digging out that area to build up the dam on this side. And so I need to shape this side up some more. But yeah, so you can see it's filling up. Got a lot of water. So you can see it's quickly filling up. And so I'm ready to put this overflow pipe on here. Hopefully it'll be big enough. It's just what I found on the property already here. So I'm gonna sit this pipe right here, since I got the dam about as tall as I want to get it. I guess I might have to cut it before I put it here, or maybe I can, I don't know, let's see. But anyway, I'm gonna put the pipe right here through the dam, and I gotta decide how long it's gonna be. I might have to use the whole pipe. I was gonna try to use this pipe for both dams, but I don't think it'll be long enough to do it as long as I want it. So I want it to be long enough to go all the way through the dam and outlet the water out. So I'm gonna just use this pipe for this one, and I might get another pipe for the other one. It shouldn't cost much to get a little short tubing, and maybe I could get a bigger one. But anyway, so I'm gonna put this pipe here, something like that, so that the water, once it reaches this height of the pipe, it'll overflow out through the dam, hopefully without washing away the dam, and hopefully the pipe won't clog. I may eventually put like a screen or something, but it's just a little overflow pipe just so the water can flow out and down the creek, instead of overflowing over the dam and spilling over the dam and damaging the side of the stream bank. So I'm just put this in here, and then I'm gonna start shoveling it, and I'm gonna cover the top of it, and then that'll be the top of the dam, and I'll just start filling in this backside. Okay, so I got the pipe buried in the dam, and I'm just building it up as tall as I want to get it, and I'm trying to get it real compact around the pipe so that the water doesn't leak through. It'd be better if I had a pipe with like a little collar on it that could block the water, but I think it'll work. So I'm just kind of compacting it down while I'm trying to keep the pipe at an angle so that it slopes downward that way a little bit. So once this fills up with water, once the pond fills up with water, it'll fill into that pipe and then come out the other side. So we'll see how well it works. It's filling up, so we might see if it works tonight or if it blows out, but I'm gonna try to get it done. All right, so that's what the pipe looks like inside of the dam. So that's about how high I want the dam. I gotta finish going all the way across. I put this wood, these wood limbs in front of the dam as support to keep it from washing off the front because it keeps falling off. So I put these wood limbs across the front to kind of help hold it in place, at least temporarily, until I finish the rest of the dam, and then I'd like to plant some grass or something on top, so that'll help hold it in place. But I think this should work. Mainly worried about getting it compact in between the pipe because I'm afraid water might leak through the pipe. So I'm trying to get it compact around the pipe, but as I compact it, I kind of move the pipe a little bit. So I'll keep working towards that, but I'm gonna finish leveling out the top of the dam and then completing the back side of it. So that's how the dam is looking so far. I think that should hold, at least for now. Got the pipe in there, pipe looks good. It's got the pipe right there, so once the water reaches that level, hopefully it should overflow out the other side. Pretty much just like a bathtub drain. When the bathtub fills up, it goes out the drain. So that's how this will work. The water's still filling up over here. So once it reaches that height, the water level, once it reaches the height of that pipe, it'll go through the pipe. So it took a lot longer than I thought it would, building up the dam on this part of it. I haven't even done the back side of it yet. So I'm trying to see how much of that I can get done. I at least want to fill it up a little bit so it'll be more stable. I think this should be good enough to hold it with a pipe. I think the pipe should help a lot because as long as the water doesn't overflow the top of the dam, I think it should be all right. And so we'll see how well it works. The good thing is the water is flowing in slowly right now, so once it goes in, it should go out without any issues. The only thing I'm worried about is once it rains and we get a lot of water coming in at once, will the pipe be able to handle all the runoff coming in? Will the pond fill up quicker than the pipe can drain out. So that's what we'll have to figure out. If the pipe is struggling, then the water can overflow the dam and then wash it out or damage it, which I don't want. So we'll see. But so far it looks good. I think that should work. If I can just seal up the back end of it, I think it'll hold with this rain coming. And then hopefully any excess water will just go through the pipe and not wash out the top of the dam, because the top of the dam is pretty vulnerable, especially right now because it's just bare ground. I plan on eventually planting some seed, maybe some grass on top of it, so it'll be vegetated, or the roots will help hold it together. And then over time, I'm hoping the sediment will collect on the dam and kind of help seal it and hold it in place. And I'll shape up these banks. I've been digging on the side of the bank, so I'll shape these up eventually. But yeah, it's a lot of work. Sun's about to start going down. I hadn't even worked on the second dam yet, but I've been checking on it. It's been slowing up. I mean, it's been filling up slower, so I got a little more time on the other dam because it's a bigger area. It takes a while for it to fill up. This area, it fills up a little bit quicker, so I had to hurry up and work on it. So yeah, I may still cut these logs here. I thought about eventually building the dam bigger over time, just adding on to it so that these sides will be fully filled in and have the water level a little higher. I may do that eventually, but for now I'm just trying to get some water. This is what it looks like right after a rain. Dogs. Hey, hey. This is what it looks like right after a rain. You see this pretty flooded. And so this is where I'm putting the trench at. The truck is right there, but so you can kind of see the trench flowing down. I haven't finished it, but it ends right here. The water kind of flows naturally down this way. It kind of just spreads. So I want to kind of control the flow of water, try to direct it with some kind of like a grass waterway, or I don't know if I'll put grass on it or some kind of vegetated waterway. I have a waterway going down so it can, and so we'll have the waterway go down so we can direct the flow of water and irrigate our crops. This will be the crop field, and then also make it less muddy, hopefully. So I want to direct the flow of water going along this way. I want to have one main line, one main trench, and then I'll have like lateral lines or lateral trenches coming off of that main line. And then I'll plant the crops next to the trenches. And you see the water naturally flows all through this way. So the water flows all through this way. So yeah, that's what it looks like. You see how wet it is right now. So it's hard for anything to really grow because of the way the water sits. It drains kind of quick, but after a heavy rain, it floods it out. So the trench will just come down along through here. And then I'm trying to decide, I think I'm gonna have it come along this way and then kind of behind that cedar tree, I'm gonna clear through there and have it go all the way down and just keep going down to the creek. But yeah, so that's the plan. See how wet it is, and it's kind of going into the little tire mark. So I'm gonna use that somewhat as where the main trench is probably gonna go. And then along that main trench, I'll just have the lateral lines coming off of it, and we'll plant different things, mainly watermelon, and I gotta figure out where else I'm gonna plant everything. I thought about having an irrigation system, so I gotta decide if we're gonna do that or not, how much that might be, but yeah, so it's a lot of water that flows through here. We just gotta figure out how to divert it and control the flow of water so we can use it, better utilize it. Because even water flows down this way, a lot of it meets down here, so it'd be cool to have a little pond down there somewhere. But I was gonna go check on the pond dams. It's been a while since I looked at them. I checked them early this morning and they were holding up, but it's rained a lot since then, so I'm gonna see now what it's looking like. It should be stopping raining pretty much. It might drizzle a little bit here and there, but it's pretty much done. So yeah, it doesn't look too bad though. See what the creek's looking like. Head down there now, and I always get nervous because I'm scared the dam will blow out. I gotta work on that. Finish the back side of it today if it's still holding up. So of course the water blew out the back of the dam. I was scared it would. And so that side wasn't completed, but I gotta hurry up and patch it up. See the water flowing over here. There's a lot of water coming in, but now we got that coming out, so I'm gonna try to patch it up real quick, and I gotta get to work on this back end. Yeah. At least the other side is holding, but yeah, it's a lot of water. So yeah, I gotta get this back side of the dam finished. I'm hoping it'll hold after that. Yeah, it's always something. So I've been shoveling the dam. I got it pretty much sealed off. You see the water has overflowed. It's coming out the pipe now, which is good. And so the leak is somewhat patched for now. I really need to fill in this back side. But the other dam has also breached, so that dam the water is flowing through it. All the rocks have been moved, and so I'll show that real quick. But yeah, the other dam is blown out, so I need to figure out what I'm gonna do about that. I'll probably just focus on this dam because I can't work on both of them. But I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, the other dam over here. So you can hear the water. The water is pretty powerful. So it's a lot of water flowing. So you see the dam has been breached. All the water is flowing out. So I might have should have waited on this one. I'm just gonna work on the other dam because it's gonna take a lot to get this patched up. I don't know, I might try to patch it up once I get the other one stable, but I wanted to at least hold some water in both of them, but I gotta focus on the other dam. But it's a lot of water coming, so I'll be able to still get some if I can get them built up. But yeah, I don't know, I thought about using those stones for the other dam, but I'm just gonna leave them here for now. I'll try to patch it up later so I can at least hold some more water while it's flowing. But the other dam, I gotta secure that one before it falls apart. And once I finish that one, I can fully focus on that one down there. So it's a lot. I've only had a few more days to work on it before it rained, but we're in spring now pretty much, so it's gonna be raining hopefully. But so far it looks like it's doing all right. The only issue, well, not the only issue, but one issue is I think the pipe. You see the pipe is flowing good now. And so the other side of the pipe, I don't know if the pipe will be able to keep up with all that water coming in. That might be what happened before, which I don't think that's what happened, but well, it could have been, and probably was part of it, because if the pipe can't keep up, then the water will overflow over the dam. And so I'm gonna need a bigger pipe or a bunch of pipes or something. If that's the case, I'm gonna see how it does. The water hasn't covered the pipe yet, which is good, so it might be able to handle the flow, but I don't know. That's a lot of water. So there goes the pipe right there. Water coming out, so we'll see. I'm gonna keep working on it. It's gonna be tough working on it because everything's wet and heavy, but there, you see that in there. That's where the water flowed, came out before. So I'm trying to patch up the backside, and I don't know, hopefully the pipe will be able to keep up with this water. I wonder if I create like a lip. So now I just gotta hold and stay there. Use a lot of water, but I really want to use those for that dam.
Gotcha.